Happy New Year and welcome to an edition of Community Conversation that I'm really looking forward to. My guest today is Steph Chin. Steph is a longtime local musician and teacher at Mamaroneck Avenue School. We've got him on his lunch hour. So thanks, Steph, for joining us. And you've got a concert coming up next week at St. Thomas Church. Tell us about it.
Okay, so the concert coming up is the Mamaroneck Community Chorus. This is going to be our fourth sort of annual concert. We took a little break during COVID, but basically this is a concert, a choir that is made up of members of all ages and backgrounds from all around the community. And we're very excited to present to you what we've been working on.
So some of the members are your students or former students?
Most of the members are my former students. Some are currently my students, and some of them are. I have multi-generation, so I have former students and their offspring. Some of them in the choir, as well as many former parents and grandparents.
And you've also got some professional musicians added in there, yes?
Yes, and I'm really lucky to have these great friends of mine stepping in to help out. They're all volunteer musicians, good friends of mine, and they are. I'm incredibly lucky that they believe in what I'm doing and have put themselves out there to support us, and we're really lucky to have them.
I believe it was your wife, Mallory, who wrote on Facebook that this was your lifelong dream to put this kind of a community chorus together.
Well, not quite lifelong. It's the dream. The idea started. I think it came to me in about 2017, and I've been teaching. This is my 32nd year at Mamaroneck Avenue School, and in my school, it's been mandatory chorus the whole time, and so I've had somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 members in my kids in my choir, and many of them are still in town walking around, and so I thought, hey, what if I was able to create a choir and pull all these people back that have sung with me in the past? And so the dream actually came to life in 2018. I was sitting in with the band Peer Prairie League at the MLN Theater, and the director at the time, Elliot Fox, introduced himself to me, and the idea popped in my head. I said, hey, I do have this idea, and a year later we had our first performance on the MLN stage.
Wow. The poster that I've seen around town says one community, one voice. What's that about?
Well, the dream of this was truly to create a choir based on an absolutely true cross section of our community. That we have lots. Our community is incredibly multifaceted with all different races and people of all different backgrounds. And I thought, how cool would it be to bring a group together that left all politics at the door, left all the controversies at the door, and we simply came together to make music. And that's what it is it's a beautiful gathering of people. We love being together, and at the end of our concert, a lot of the people in the choir continue to want to hang out and get together on the same nights we used to have rehearsals, and so they're eager to start when we start back up again in September. So
I attended the concert last year, January of last year, 23. And it was a fun night. I mean, there were so many family people there, kids of all ages, adults, senior citizens. It was uplifting and so positive and it kind of rocking, right? I mean, is that what you're doing? What's on the program?
Well, I principally am a trumpet player, a jazz trumpet player. But I have been sort of strangely playing a lot more rock music in the last couple decades. I play in a rock band called 8 Track, and we perform at the Capitol Theater and venues around New York City. And um, something about rock and roll that is stuck with me over the past few years is that I just really love the fact that I just love the feeling of playing rock music on stage. I love when the crowd really gets into it.
Uh-huh.
I like the volume of it, and I like just the style. And so, for many years of my career, the first, I don't know, decade or so, I'm a choral teacher,
Mhm.
and I was a very traditional choral teacher for many years. And then about 10 years into my career, it just sort of hit me that that traditional choral music doesn't really represent me as a musician. And so I brought my musicianship into my job, and I started a process where I actually let my kids choose the songs we sing. And once we have a big process of coming up with the songs we sing, and then once we pick a song, I figure out a way to make a unique arrangement of the song that
Mhm.
uses the variables that are given to us. And over the past 20 years, I have lots and lots of arrangements of popular music. And so most of the arrangements we're singing in this choir are arrangements that were actually originally created with my kids, fourth and fifth graders in elementary school, and now they get a second life being sung with these adults
Wow.
and former choir members.
Well, one of the reasons I had such a good time is because the people who were performing, including yourself, obviously were having a lot of fun up there. I mean, there were so many smiles, and just you could tell that it was a blast for them to be up there singing their hearts out.
Yeah, and that's what's so cool about performing popular music is that everybody knows the songs, everybody in the audience knows the words, and these are songs that are really fun to sing. We have this concert coming up. We have a Marvin Gaye song, Santana song, what else? George Michael, Katy Perry. So this is all music that we all love to hear anyway. So all my arrangements are a totally different take on the songs that you already know.
And the concert is at St. Thomas Church in Mamaroneck, where you've had a concert before.
Yeah,
And
and we're really lucky to have St. Thomas open their doors to us. We're extremely lucky because we need a rehearsal space, and Reverend Tammy Burks was happy to let us in, and she was in the choir last year. And then offered to let us perform in the sanctuary, and it's a beautiful space. It sounds great, and I'm so happy and thankful that she was able to open the doors for us.
and you're doing two performances, one on Friday the 12th and one on Saturday the 13th.
That's right.
How can people get to see it? Tickets?
So tickets are a $10 suggested donation,
Huh?
and there's a ticket link that will be on the flyer that I'm sure you'll be showing,
Sure.
and you just click on that, and all the directions are included.
Okay. Is there a phone number that you want to give out?
There
Those who are
might
not
be a phone
technically
number
adept?
on the flyer, but I don't think there is. I'm sorry, we're not doing a phone number.
Okay. You also have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Can tickets be obtained there through the
Yes,
Facebook?
there's a Facebook page. You can look it up, Mamaroneck Community Chorus, and you'll find the flyer and the ticket link on that.
It's great. You want to give a shout out to anybody else in the chorus, people who helped you put this thing together?
Well, it's a pretty long list, but I'll try. First of all, I have to thank my wife, Mallory. She stepped up as the producer. There's no way in the first year I did everything myself, and it was very, very difficult. So she's taken quite a bit of the load off my shoulders. We've got Nicole Elefante, who is our host at the church and a great singer and member of the community. My musicians, my professional musicians, my good friend, Mr. Brian Carter, drummer from New Rochelle, my band, A-Track bandmate, Jonathan Elner, who's the lead singer of A-Track. We've got professional, who else do we have? We're going to leave somebody out, but Angel Lidio, my longtime accompanist from Mamaroneck Avenue School, and the list goes on and on. But
On and on.
enjoy.
Okay, well, listen, I'm looking forward to this concert, and I think lots of other people will too. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your lunch hour to chat with us. Again, Happy New Year to you. And remember, folks, the concert is Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th. It's the Mamaroneck Community Chorus. My guest has been Steph Chin. Steph, thank you so much.
Thank you.